Dun, dun, dun. All right. A little rosy cheeked out the sun today. All right. Let's see if we got some screen time. Here comes my screen and stupid ad. Gotta wait the 5 seconds till I can get rid of it. Skip. Okay. Now we'll move this up. All right. Good evening, guys. Happy Saturday night. We move on along here. Hope y'all are enjoying some nicer weather. I actually got some sun today, as you can see. Uh, Hilarious. It was like a week ago, it was, 10 degrees here. Today it was up in the 60s again. So enjoying the outside. It's like, thank God. I mean, I've told you guys many times before, I get winter depression. I mean, not crazy, silly. I hate winter. I just everything looking around is dead. It's depressing to me. But so yeah, it was nice. Mrs. P and I got out today. I was working in the yard some, cleaning up yard, burning up some fallen sticks from trees, working on the compost pile, did some work on my truck. Uh, just Yesterday was out cleaning the garage. You know, fun stuff. At least for me, getting out and working is fun. Sitting in the house sucks. Uh, just can't stand doing it. My cabbage is in. Might have told you that before. It's sprouted. It's about an inch high now as we go along. So we're what 10 days, let's say third yet, 10 days from starting my peppers and my beets. That'll get going here. For those of you guys that are 6B, 7A, it's that time. Y'all are probably like me, itching to get outside. And I know there's a bunch of you guys that are up north going, crap, we still got snow on the ground. Okay. But this is why we talk about starting stuff inside and doing that. So, yeah, it was just it. I've had a nice couple of days. You wonder why. It's like, why hasn't there been any lunchtime videos? I'm actually enjoying getting out and doing something rather than staring at a computer. Okay, uh, which I encourage everybody else to do. So that's kind of what's going on around here. What's going on around there? As you guys might have noticed today, we have some different blue wrenches. Okay. Uh, it started this morning, and Lucky Dame, who y'all know Lucky Dame, I mean, love her to death, said she's going to resign her position as a moderator. She's got personal issues, as she put it. Okay. And I can respect that. Lucky Dame's been a moderator here for 3 years, and I don't know. I don't ask. Just want to make sure I didn't do anything that upset her. And no, she said no. It's just personal issues. Okay. And then Lorna and Mammy KB both chimed in and said, I've seen other people that wanted to be moderators, and I know Lorna and Mammy KB both moderate for Constantine, my friend over in Russia, and well, now in Uzbekistan. And, he'll do these live streams that are 2 and 3 hours every day. Okay. And that probably takes a lot of their time. And so I can respect that. And, like any other YouTube channel, people come, people go. I probably bore some people. I'm not saying that that Lorna, Lucky Dame, or Mammy KB got bored here. I'm assuming I'll probably see them here live stream tonight. But they've got personal things going on. We all have personal things going on. I've canceled live streams because I have personal things going on. I get it. Okay. Being a moderator is a commitment. They've got to be here every Tuesday and Saturday night here, just for the simple reason that they committed to it. So they all decided, hey, they were going to go. And I thank them from the bottom of my heart for their great work, everything. Okay. And I love them all dearly and hope to continue seeing them. But I get the fact, because a moderator will go through the comments on videos, I mean, throughout the week and make sure that there's nothing nasty in there. I mean, I go through them, they go through them. I mean, that's part of the job. And I try to, how do you want to put it? Make their time worthwhile. Let's put it that way. That's the best way I can put it. Try to help them out as much as I can. But so they moved on. So I had posted up on the community board today that we were taking applications, if you will, or however I put it, for new moderators. And we had half a dozen people, maybe 6 or 8 or whatever, that said they were interested. And so I said, okay, this is, what's expected, that you have to be here on Tuesdays and Saturdays. It can't be, gee, I'm going to moderate when I can show up. That doesn't work. I don't want to say it's a job, but it's something that you're volunteering to commit to. So we picked some new moderators today. Mrs. P and I went through and figured out who was going to bring it, and we lost 3. So I figured, okay, we're going to gain 3 more. So I want to introduce to everybody the 5 new moderators that we've added, okay, to join Jacob, Robert, and Cat Lady Life, okay, who also do one hell of a job, and I count on them for their leadership to help our new folks get into it. Not that you probably don't know them in it already. So go figure, I'm going to have 2 veterans in here, okay, between Tristan and Prep Rebel. You guys probably know both of them. Moderator, who we all know has been around here probably pretty close since the beginning, okay. Bass Ackward, gee, nobody knows her. And Ashley, who may give us a little bit of help on the political side, considering she is a mayor. So they know, they've all been around for 2-3 years, what's going on. So nothing's going to have changed. It'll again be, keeping the riffraff out. And so to all of the new moderators, welcome. Thank you. You are greatly appreciated. So I'm thrilled that you all stepped up like I'll use the term good soldiers. Yeah, Tristan, okay, the good Marine too. That you are, that you find enough value in this community that you want to be really part of it. So thank you to all of you. So if you would all be so kind as to give all of them a warm welcome and embrace them, if you will, I would appreciate it. So that was it. A few other people had asked about it, and well, I don't want to turn anybody down. Like I said, commitment is commitment, and I can't make it every time, or what. That doesn't fly for me. Okay, I get the occasional, hey, something happened and I gotta go. Okay, but I can't do Tuesdays, or okay, we do Tuesdays here. So, all right, yeah. I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm hoping to have some fun. I'd love to have some conversations tonight that are more fun. I'm going to give you a story here, okay? And this is going to be personal. Maybe you can relate. Maybe maybe it makes a difference to you. Okay, let's put it this way. So I went to the doctor on Thursday. It was my normal 6-month checkup. Okay. I was floored with what happened. And I haven't changed anything in my lifestyle. Like everybody goes to the doctor every 6 months for their checkup. I gained 12 pounds since my last checkup. Now, granted, it's winter, so I'm not getting as much exercise, whether it's riding bikes or whether it's working in the yard or doing whatever. That bothered me. Okay. What really bothered me was I found my LDL cholesterol, my bad cholesterol, had went up significantly from the point where I was in the decent range to in the high range. Now, fortunately, I have good HDL, so my overall cholesterol is still okay. But good high cholesterol, or good cholesterol and bad cholesterol is not a good combination. I don't feel like having a stroke. I have family history of that. Y'all know I have high blood pressure. I don't feel like having heart problems. Y'all know I have family history of that. Yeah. So I've got a couple of things against me. That's on my dad's side. On my mom's side, I've got a history of cancer. Okay. So I mean, I've got the double whammy. Then the other one was my glucose levels. And my glucose levels went from 97 in July of last year to 138 Thursday. I don't want to be pre-diabetic. I don't want to be diabetic. And yeah, this is probably more information than you want to know. But maybe it's enough where somebody comes up and says, yeah, here's my problem. I'm going to deal with it. Are you going to too? Okay. Do I have weight to lose? Absolutely. Okay. Y'all know as well as I do, weight loss is 90% of what you eat and 10% of exercise. Okay. You know, you say, oh, you need to get out and do more. No, I need to eat less or eat better. So it's kind of funny when I was talking to the doctor and she asked me, she goes, well, do you snack a lot? Like, well, I said, I probably eat a bag of Cheetos a year. She kind of looked at me and laughed. And I mean, that's an honest answer. Okay. I don't snack. She goes, do you drink a lot of soda? I was trying to remember the last time I had a soda. Now, y'all know I drink my non-alcoholic beer. Okay. And the regular beers, but I mean, nothing crazy. Okay. But there's carbs in those. And she asked me, she goes, how about pasta? I'm like, and I knew exactly where she was going. It was pasta, rice, potatoes. And we just lost. Hang on a second. I'm trying to see if. I'm hoping you guys can still see me. Okay. Because my computer screen just went, aw, snap. All right, conserve friends, thanks for, all right, okay, you guys are giving me 5x5s. All right, here comes the chat. Okay, good, all right. Good, all right. I can't think that's anything that would piss off our overlords, you know, telling something about this. Okay. And so instantly I was like, carbs. Okay. And I was thinking about that. And I told her, honestly. It's like I'm the typical American male that we eat meat, potatoes, vegetables, 3 courses on your plate. Mrs. P cooks a lot of Russian food around here, okay? Which, again, if we think about what is one of the staples in Russian food, is potatoes, okay? So, yeah, there's a lot of potatoes. Do you like mashed potatoes? I do. Do you like baked potatoes? I do. Do you like fried potatoes? I do. I mean, we had breakfast this morning, okay? And what did I have? Side of potatoes. I'm like, crap. And I got my blood test results this afternoon. And I'm like, okay, that's going to be the end of that. Now, a lot of you guys know Rudy, the Alaska prepper, okay? And Rudy is battling the same thing, or a year ago was battling the same thing, and they wound up saying he was pre-diabetic. We're getting older. Rudy and I are, and maybe you aren't, but the rest of us are, okay? So changes to come into play. I know I'll get my exercise. I know I will be working my ass off in the yard. I know I'll be riding bikes. I know I'll be doing all that. It's the food intake. And so I got to thinking, it's like, okay, prepper staples. What do we talk about? Rice and beans, growing potatoes. Am I going to stop doing that? No. Because here's the thing. The world may be, I hate to use this term, but I will, normal right now. We can still buy food in the grocery store. They still exist, okay? We still can drive a car. We still can use a snowblower for you guys up north, okay? Or a tiller or machinery, okay? And as much as you get all these idiots out there going, oh, wood gasification, okay, right. You're not going to gasify your tiller. Eventually it's going to get to a point where you're going to have to really use the muscles. Now, I'm not the first one to ever tell anybody, hey, we got to get in better shape. Okay. I know I have to get in better shape. I'm okay. Let's put it this way. Could I pass an Army PT test? Oh, freaking no. Okay. Could I run 2 miles? No. I remember, I'll go back 15 years ago. And I remember running the track, okay? I'd go to the gym, okay? And I'd run a lap and I'd walk a lap. And I'd run a lap and I'd walk a lap. I was in my mid 40, okay, thereabouts. Couldn't do like I did in the Army. I was running a 13-minute 2-mile run when I was in the Army. I couldn't do that now, okay? Not at all. But so the doctor's appointment on Thursday really woke me up. Maybe you're sitting on the couch, kitchen table, your easy chair, or whatever it is, going, you're a fat ass there, Pinball. Okay. And maybe you're going, damn, I'm right there with them. I'm just being honest with you. Let's do it together. Okay. I'm 6'8". You guys know that. I'm a big man. When I weighed in Thursday at 309 pounds, I've never been this heavy in my life. According to the BMI scale, I should weigh 225. Now, that's like the USDA food pyramid, okay? That's bullshit, all right? If I was 225 pounds, I'd look like a beanpole, all right? I was 225 pounds, 2 inches taller. I wasn't even, when I was in the Army, okay, and this is, again, going back in my 20s, I didn't weigh 225 pounds. I was a beanpole. You know, you could see my hip bones. I'm a little bigger in the shoulders. I'm a little bigger in the hips. Okay. Yeah. Age is going to get me. I'm a lot bigger in belly. Did a video today that you guys will see this coming week. And there was part of that video that I was like, that's embarrassing. And I'm like, you know what? That's reality. And the one thing about this channel I've always dealt with is reality. I'm not going to edit out the zit that I have on the on my face or something like that. No, you know, I don't play that game. But this is a reality for me, and maybe it's a reality for you. So I have a meeting a week from Monday with a nutritionist, and I know where I'm going to go with this. We'll see if it works. My goal, y'all hold me to this one. I'm going to be down at 250 pounds by my birthday. For those of you who know when my birthday is, okay, means I'm going to drop 60 pounds. Now, muscle weighs more than fat, right? I'm going to do that too. But if I can get down to 250, I'll be very happy. All right, so that was a long monologue tonight. Let's get into Q&A. But I wanted to talk about that because I think that's important. Okay. And I want you all to know that, because I guarantee there's some people that are sitting on their couch right now going, I'm right there with you. Okay. And maybe it'll help to know that there's somebody out there who's going, I'll put it out to the world. Right? Okay. Do it with me. We can challenge everything else. Why not challenge each other? We're a community, right? We're a family. Families support each other, right? Yep. That's it. Okay. I'll support you. You support me. Hell, I'll tell you what's going on. You want to tell me what's going on? Hey, Pinball, I lost 10 pounds in the last month. I'll tell the world if you want me to. I'll keep it quiet if you want me to, too. Okay. But this is it. We support each other. That's what this family does. You have something that you need done. A lot of you guys email. I mean, I get some crazy emails about things that are going on in your life, asking me for advice, asking me for help. Some I can, some I can't, some but I do what I can. Right? Y'all do it free. I guarantee that everybody in here, you know, I mean, I'm just going to pull a couple of names off the top. Roe Howard just says there, and Nancy Wilburn says it. And I guarantee if Roe Howard asked Nancy Wilburn to say, I need help with something, you know, we're traveling from, again, I don't know where the hell you're from, Massachusetts to Kansas. I guarantee you there's a whole bunch of people that say, yeah, I know you from the family. Stay the night here on your road. Right? Right? A lot of you have sent me emails about PBJ if she's got to make her way down here from Fort Wayne. She can stay here if she on her trip. Right? Y'all do that for each other too. I know it. Okay. This is what this family's about. We support each other. All right, let's get into questions. All right, as per normal, new mods. You guys know this, okay? 2 rules. If you have questions for me, put them in all caps, just like every other YouTube channel. New mods, you know this one too, okay? Everybody keep it clean, PG-13. Every once in a while, maybe I'll get to R. Yes, I know. Sometimes the 4-letter words drop out. That's usually when I'm pissed. Keep it clean. Keep it friendly. Disagreement is fine. No problem. Being an obnoxious ass is not. Okay. And I know the new mods. I know the old mods too. That they will take care of this. So let's get into this. And first things I want to, the original one shot, one kill. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat it says, I'm 62 and right there with you. Cut carbs and walk 2 to 3 miles every day is working for me. Good. That's Mrs. P's goal. Okay. She wants to get us out there walking. Got to crawl before you can walk. Got to walk before you can run. I want to get back to the point, not that I can do 13-minute miles. I want to get back to the point where I can run 2 miles again. That's where I want to get to. No, or NC Cowboy. I'm sorry, it looked like a no there. You know, my eyes are going, and maybe I can fix that too. I don't know. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, insul indices. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Own your healthy and fight it now. 130 is a bit high, but I'm over 200. Just got serious and doing insulin now. We'll keep you in my prayers. You got this. Okay, thank you. See, there's a comment that's support. Okay. Yeah, I'll get it down. My A1C is okay. All right. Like I said, my you already heard the story. I don't need to go in there again. So, all right. All right. So let's get back to the top here. And I'm sorry. Damn, it's 9:30 already. Okay. So let's see what we got. All right. Patriot Preacher 43. Start doing the walk and talk like Travis. Yeah. I like watching Travis's walk and talk. The problem with me doing that is you guys like my videos out at 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock maybe. I mean, if I don't have a video up by 7:30, my email is blowing up going, where are you? Where are you? What's going on? Is everything okay? I'm not going out. Yes, I know for all our military friends out there, it's like, okay, PT is in the dark. Okay. I'm not going out for a walk at 27 degrees in the morning in a pitch black. Okay. Just, I trust me. Travis is a friend of mine. We talk. I mean, we've never met personally, but you know, we have a mutual respect for each other. We discuss things together, but I'm not going to steal his thunder. It's no different than I'm not going to go sit on my front porch and do a Tuesday morning video and call it porch time, you know, and step on Danny's thunder. Okay. You know, I'm not doing that. I mean, everybody has their own thing, and you don't do that to others. But yes, I get what you're saying. Okay, let's see. Leo Miranda says, we love you. This is why. Yeah, because I'm honest. I'm hoping that's why, because I will tell you the truth. Brush Bum says, I'm right with you. Good. Let Then you challenge me, I'll challenge you, and we'll keep going. Uh, Jeanette Humphrey, you look good at that weight. Not when you see the video that I did today. And when I was moving the camera to go do something and my belly was hanging over my belt, and I mean, trust me, you remember the old, can I pinch more than an inch? I can pinch about 2. Okay. Yeah, no. Uh, Alpha Hoss, ruck march and salad with chicken, dressing or cheese. Yeah. Yeah, the 26-mile march. Yeah, I not in the boots. Okay. Yeah, don't want those feet again. Uh I I'm not ever going back there, okay? Uh that's not my goal, okay? But if I could pass an Army PT test, okay? Not for somebody 57 years old. If I could pass an Army PT test for somebody in their mid 30s, I'll be happy. If I can do a 2-mile run in under 17 minutes, I'll be happy. Benjamin Brewer, 25. I'm with you so far. It's taken me a year and a half, but I went from 6'2", 350 today, or 6'2", 350. Today weighed 265. Dude, you're my inspiration. If you lost 85 pounds, you're my inspiration. If I lost 85 pounds, I'd be what the USDA says. I mean, I'd be the beanpole. Okay. Email me. Tell me what you did. Motivate me. Okay. I want to be here for a while. I mean, YouTube, yeah. I got there's a lady upstairs that's counting on me. And remember, I got 11 years on her. Okay. So, I gotta stick around long enough till her lifespan's done. So I've got to outlive the woman's expected lifespan by 11 years, so she's okay. Uh, Marion Walston, you automatically gain weight when there's happiness in the home. Congratulations. Well, yeah, there's a little bit of truth to that. But the downside is I'm not going to make it an unhappy home. I mean, I know what you're saying because I've been on the divorce diet. Okay. Uh, I don't want to go down that one again. There's many other ways I can lose weight. That's not a plan. Mimi says you can do this. We stand with you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Uh, let's see. Buford the gardener. Okay, kick me in the balls. There you go. Kick me in the ass too. Get off that backside. Move, move, move. Love you. Yeah. Okay. And the winter time, I'm I totally admit it. Okay. Winter time, I get lazy. I sit in the house. I don't do much. There's there's I'm not a winter person. Okay. When I was a kid, sure, I got out and ice skated and played hockey and did all that sort of stuff. No problem. Anymore, no. Okay. Y'all know what I like to do. I mean, I like to go out and work in my yard. And I mean, whether it's picking up sticks and walking up and down hills and, you know, that's fine. Okay. Wintertime, I'm not the one to go, hey, you know what? It's 22 degrees outside. Let's go for a hike. You know, and this time of year, every year, is when I'm like nuts. And nice day, what I do? I got outside and started working again. Just fun. Donnie G says, I'm a big fan of intermittent fasting. I'm gonna have to learn it. I did. I've done a lot of research in the last couple of days. because you guys know this as well as I do. There's, you know, the, and I did Atkins 15, 15 years ago, thereabouts, and I had a little bit of success for it. Okay. But you hear the keto diets and the carnivore diets and et cetera, et cetera. And this is why when I went to the doctor and I said, okay, 309, I need to talk to a nutritionist, and I want to talk to somebody that knows what's going on. You hear all these things about Ozempic, right? It's like, oh, it can be used for weight loss, and there's, different because it's used for diabetes, but there's different configurations. So Mrs. P was looking that up, and the side effects are depression to getting you to the point of suicidal, and you're paralyzing your stomach. And I'm going, I don't want to do damage to my psyche to lose weight. I mean, I may be overweight, okay? Some may say at my BMI would say I'm obese, okay? I'll get you. This works. I got to protect this more than anything else. The rest of it is what carries this. So, yeah. Brenda H, 225 and 6'8". Wow, my youngest son is 16, 6'4", and 155. Okay. I'll give you this. When I joined the Army, I was 19. Okay. Spent a year in college. Remember that before. I was 6'10". Yeah, my height's gone down to my belly. When I joined the Army, I was 155. About 4 weeks into basic, they sent me back to uniform because I had put on weight. I mean, yeah, okay, give me this. I put on weight in basic training, and I had to get new uniforms because the original uniforms they gave me were too small. Okay. If he's 6'4", 155, either you are a family of supermodels, and he's got genetics like crazy, or he needs to gain a little bit of weight. Yeah. Susan Lathrop, there we go. Okay, there's a woman chiming in. And Susan, I'm going to thank you for that because there's not a whole lot of women that will sit there and admit that in a public forum. Hope to drop that much too. Good for you. You and me. We'll do this together. Okay. Susan Musser, take Mrs. P with you to the nutritionist. Teamwork helps. Well, I won't have to worry about that because it's a video conference. So we will, and I told her she will be sitting right there with me and dealing with this. Okay. Because whatever I'm going to go through, she's going to go through. And, I mean, again, my medical is VA and everything like that, but it's a VA nutritionist. And so she's got to know because Mrs. P's the one that does 95% of the cooking in the house. And so and we've already agreed to this, whatever they say is what we're going to do. Okay. But it's not going to be dictated. It's going to be discussed. Okay. And if they say, well, you need to go on the all potato diet, I'm going to be like, okay, nutritionist, you have no credibility. Prep Rebel, thank you. All right, see, there's a reason why he's a mod. He says, if I can do it, you can do it. I lost 55 pounds. Good. Okay. Dude, if there's anybody that's going to hold me accountable, I know it's you. Pam Fury says, drop the carbs and eat the protein. Yes. That's and you know, like I said, mentioned earlier about Rudy, and Rudy went on the carnivore diet. He said, I watched his videos, all of them, and he's like, I didn't lose the weight I thought, but again, you got to look at genetics too, okay? And the BMI it's a good base point, but you how do you want to put it? I'm trying to think about this without being rude. Uh Now, you know what? Y'all probably know where I'm going, okay? But I can't. If I say it, I'm going to get in trouble. Let's see. Tricia says, "Remember pinball? You were down for some time as well because of your back." Yeah, exactly. No, and I get it. Okay, and I'm assuming she's going back to the moderator stuff. Sure, and I totally get it, guys. For Lorna, for Lucky Dame, for Mamie KB, the most important people in their lives are themselves and their families. Please understand. I get it. I'm not offended at all. I mean, the first concern I had, did I do something to offend you? Because God knows I can do that. I'm probably pissed off thousands of people on this channel that have unsubscribed and left, because they don't like what I say. Okay. Some of you guys do. You still stick around. There's 1,600 of you guys in here that still stick around. All of them said, no, it was nothing. They had personal things to do. I get it. I had personal things. We paid off our mortgage. I wanted to take a day off. My back was killing me. I couldn't sit in a chair. I canceled the live stream a week ago. I'm not going to give you the details in that, but just let's say I wasn't going to make it through sitting in a chair for an hour. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it there. Let's see. Gen X Prepper says, muscle does not weigh more than fat. Fat has more volume. 1 pound is still 1 pound. Okay, gotcha. You're right. Pound of feathers, pound of lead. What weighs more, right? You win. Not going to argue with you that. Okay. Marjorie O'Brien. I went low carb last May. I lost 50 pounds. I feel so much better. Good. Yeah, and I think you're right, okay, when you say low carb, okay, because I looked this up, you talk about the carnivore diets, and I was, like I said, done a bunch of research, and I looked up cabbage, for example. Okay, there's I think it was 2.3 grams of carbs in a cabbage. Head of cabbage. Okay, not that I eat a head of cabbage in a sitting. Okay, but there's carbs in it, and I'm like, but I like my vegetables. I I love to work in my garden. I'm not going to give that up. And I'm still going to put that food up, because eventually the reason for putting that food up is eventually I'm going to need those carbs. I'm going to need that energy. I'm going to need to eat something. It's not going to be, again, the carnivore diet. Well, there's no carbs in the car. You just eat steaks all day. Great. Okay. Sorry. No offense, but I can't afford that. For all those people who think YouTubers make a shitload of money, no, I can't afford that. yeah, I'm gonna continue to grow my food, but what I'm going to cut out, and Mrs. P and I've already talked about this, the pasta's gone. The potatoes will maybe be once a week. Okay. The rice will maybe be once a week, and it'll be significantly lower portions. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit in there. I've still got to be okay, but I mean, tonight for dinner, what did I have? I had the stuffed cabbage that we made last last summer that you guys remember. Okay. Well, what that had? Cabbage that had carbs in it. Okay. That had rice that had some carbs in it. Okay. I'm going to eat the food that I grow. I'm just going to be more careful about the amount. So yeah, I agree with Marjorie when she said I went low carb. And okay, if somebody says I lost 50 pounds in 6 months, great. My goal is to lose 60 pounds in 9 months. Maybe I can do it on a little bit of carbs. P Sheets 2004, you can do it. We can all do better. Thank you. Okay. You're right. We can all do better. Robert Bates says, I'm with you. Good. Let's do this together, guys. And Ro Howard says, I'm right there with you. Ellen Davis says, I support you in the weight loss. You can faux. I don't know what faux is. Well, I know what faux is, but I think there was a cutoff there. Shanna Miller, you make a good point. She says, throw the scales away and only go by inches and how your clothes fit you. That's exactly what my doctor said when I told her. She goes, my doctor's a woman. And she said, don't worry about the scale. She goes, worry about how your pants fit. I'm going, okay. I think my ass looks pretty good. I get compliments on it still. But it's like, okay, yeah, right. So, like-minded. I'm craving French fries. Yeah, fortunately, I don't like fried food that much. All right. Nancy Wilburn, I'm right there with you, Pinball. I've been borderline diabetic for 20 years. I'm afraid to go to the doctor. I think I've jumped that border at the largest I've ever been. Okay. Well, let's talk about that on the other side. I'm worried about getting to that border. You're worried about jumping that border. If you've jumped that border, then we go into all the other things I've talked about as obnoxiously as I say them, is sticking your head in the sand doesn't make something go away. If you've crossed the border and you're diabetic and you're not treating it, don't bother with a bug out location. Just go to the cemetery and buy a plot. As long as we are vertical, in other words, standing up and not laying down, we have choices. Okay? Nancy, honestly, challenge me. I'll challenge you. Email me. We'll do this together. You and me and half a dozen other people that have already said, we'll do this together. Right? We can. You can. I can. If you can do everything else, if you can store food, if you can plant gardens, if you can work on your security and do all that, why can't you do this? We bust our ass doing everything else. Food does nobody any good if you aren't here. Right? We'll do it together. Desert Fish says, I can do it. Thank you for the support. Brian B says, I'm right there with you and we'll be praying for you. Okay. Hopefully not praying over me. Let's see. Janet West, I'm in. I need to lose 20. Good. All right, we're there. Janet, we're gonna do this. We're gonna all get together. All right, I'm gonna put a challenge out to everybody here. You know how we do the Christmas thing, right? Okay, the donations for Christmas. I'm gonna challenge everybody right here, at least everybody that wants to get a little healthier. Commit yourself right now to $1 per pound that you lose between now and Labor Day to donate to the Christmas charity. Okay. You're going to help other people by helping yourself. It's a win-win. And I hate that term, but you're going to be in better shape and you're going to help somebody else. $1 per pound you lose. Write it down, put it on the refrigerator and go, okay, my goal is to lose 20 pounds, and put a $20 bill right there and say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to help somebody else by doing this. There's my challenge. RLRL, did my first shallow till today, filled 10 seed cups, and when I was done, it's soaking wet. I have 52. Good. Hard work. Okay. And it's funny because Mountaintop Preps was up today and he's like, I got to get out and till. So I was back and forth. We were working on different things, trying to work on electric and stuff like that for them. And he was, long story, but yeah, it was pushing 60 here and he was out tilling today too. And my plan is I got one garden I got to get tilled because the cabbage goes in the garden here in a couple of weeks. So, let's see. Idaho Mike prepping. I know you can do it, Pinball. A year ago, I weighed 301. Today, 237. Dude, you're an inspiration. Thank you. Okay. That right there, if that tells me that it can be done. Thank you. Heather, book, Eat Right for Your Type, blood type, book based on blood type and genetic information. It opened my eyes to why my body was reacting to foods later in life. Hope this helps. Oh, okay. The name of the book is Eat Right for Your Type. I got you. Okay, thank you. I'm going to copy and paste that right now. And I'm going to email it to myself so I don't forget it. Okay, so that is there, so I can take a look at that later. Thank you, Heather. Ann Plummer, I got 215 days. Well, that shouldn't be. I mean, again, let's do the math, okay? If I've got 215 days to lose 60 pounds, that means I need to lose, what, a third of a pound a day. I mean, again, we're talking 5 ounces a day. That's not hard. It shouldn't be. It's determination. And I've known I have to lose weight for a while, okay? But like I said, when I saw that 309, I was like, crap. And then my blood test came back, and I was like, the glucose levels, and I worry about my cholesterol levels. And I was like, crap, I got to get this taken care of. Country Humans Network. Hey, Pinball, you can give my kids your extra weight, somewhat skinny. Hey, I'm telling you what, if I could do this, mind meld or whatever it was that Spock did in the Star Trek movies and go, and here's 20 pounds to you, I'd be more than happy. But it ain't that easy. Von Mousetrap, challenge accepted. Thank you. Good. We got this. Dean Sen, I'm with you. Went for a checkup this year and got a shock. Pre-diabetes. Let's do this. I'm liking to hearing this. There's a lot of you all of a sudden that are saying you're involved, and I'm gonna somehow figure out something to put together where we can all do this. But I like the challenge idea. Okay, $1 a pound, and put it up on the fridge. And like I said, put a 20 or put a 50 or put an IOU up there. You know, it's like, obviously you got to live in Joe's economy, but put it up there and let's do this. Let's see. Holy crap, it's 9:55. Kevin Little, I'm in. 5'11", 197 pounds, disabled since 2012 and very unexercised all these years. Challenge sounds good. All right. I don't know what your disability is, Kevin, but let's make it a reability. How about that? Okay. 5'11", 197. I mean, I can look it up real quick. Let's see. Let's do a BMI calculator here. I don't mean to call you out, Kevin, but it's what we do. We are all family here. We don't blame anybody. And we're all here to support each other. So let's see. 5'11", 5'11", and you said, get back, 197. 197. Your BMI is 27.5. Yes, you are in the overweight category. Just to give you this, my BMI is 34. So, yeah. You could probably stand to lose 20 pounds. Okay? Commit to it. Put that $20 on the fridge. Let's do that. Okay? And I can't, like I said, I don't know your disability, but you do, and you know what your capability is, because disability is somebody else's term. I like the word capability. Carrie Richardson, Pinball, my family's carnivore and we don't have any conditions requiring pharmaceuticals or supplements. We used to need diabetes and BP meds. Good. Carrie, you can teach a lot of us a lot of stuff, okay? Because you know I'm on BP meds and you know I'm on statins and I want to get off of those. And I know why. I know the majority of why I'm on it, okay? And it's the gut, okay? I also know the genetics to it, okay? But talk to Mrs. Mountaintop Preps, who knows the stuff about the holistic natural remedies and stuff like that for what I got going on. We've talked about that too. So, yes. Love raccoons. Check out a book called Eat Right for Your Blood Type. We talked about that for a second. Royal Lioness says, I have faith in you. Somebody's got to. Let's see. Danny C. McDonald Ministries. What is a good budget for prepping for a homestead of 2? Okay, I got 2 minutes left before we kill this. All right, so good budget. I mean, that's a vague question. I can't answer it financially. Okay, what the first word that sticks out to me is budget. Okay, the first thing I think of in budget is you have to get out of debt. Period. Okay, is the house paid for? If the house is not paid for, and I'm gonna channel my inner Dave Ramsey here. The house has to get paid for. I don't give a crap about retirement. I don't give a crap about anything else. The house has to be paid for. Period. That is it. Not this baby steps, not this $1,000 emergency. The house has to be paid for. You need a roof over your head. Okay. That is where every extra penny you have goes. Okay. pay off that house. Get out of debt. The cars, the credit cards, the student loans. Okay, if you lose the cars, if you default on the student loans, that's fine. I know the logic of you can live in your car, you can't drive your house. I've heard that before too. Okay. Ever lived in your car? I have. Sucks. Okay. You know, I can walk, I can ride a bike, I can take the bus depending on where you live. Okay. But having a bed to sleep in and not the front seat of a car is probably a good idea. Get the house paid off. Okay. If you have the house, well, now you have the ability to eat. Because unless you live in a house that has no yard, okay, even if you get a place to put buckets outside, you can grow food. So the budget, and again, like I said, it's a vague question. The budget is make sure you have a place to sleep. That is the most important part. Place to sleep allows you a place to eat. Food, shelter, clothing. Go read the Bible.